I really want to talk about our seniors. Chase and Justin, our two managers, have been just tremendous, and obviously they've been here longer than I have, but they've really made the transition very smooth for us as a coaching staff because of all the stuff that they organize and do from a managerial standpoint behind the scenes. And they had a tough defeat to USC's managers the other night, and Justin the night before blew his knee out. So he's probably our best player. So it's not an excuse, but our senior manager didn't play in that managerial game. So both Justin and Chase have just been tremendous helping us out. And then, David got here, modern day product, great program. And what he and Corey, my son's been a part of 3 conference tournament championships, 2 league championships, and now here we go in another postseason where you got a chance for more. And then Nick has just been somebody that, like Corey and like DB, have just worked awfully hard every day in practice. They're part of the scout team, so they're the opponent every day in practice. They work extremely hard to get these starters, and the 8 guys that are in the rotation, they work hard every day to make sure they're well prepared. And it's not always easy because it's a backstage type of deal, but what they do behind the scenes is very appreciated by our coaching staff. So it's a very special group of seniors, and then you throw Norman in the mix. He's just had a tremendous year. He's an all Pac-12 performer, and he's done so much for our program. And all these guys represent our program the way we want to represent it. They're all 6 of those guys are graduating here in the spring. So I couldn't be more happy, more proud that their last game they go out with a win. So with that being said, I thought we did a lot of good things. I thought both teams played hard. Both teams shot the ball well. I'm not sure both teams are that poor defensively. I think it was two teams that were really clicking offensively. We got to look at a lot of things that we got to shore up here in the next 8 days before we play again on the defensive end. I thought we got driven a little bit. We didn't have a lot of gap help, and that's a big part of our defense. But we did out-rebound them. We wanted it. We knew they were going to press a lot. We only had 9 turnovers. We shared the ball. I thought we got good shots. So senior night can always be pretty emotional, and I thought we did a really good job of handling that, and really proud of how our guys were able to get a win. Now we have 8 days off. We can get a lot of rest. We can get some good practice in, and the opponent that we're going to play now, it looks like anyway, the opponent that we end up playing on Thursday, we'll end up playing 3 games before we ever play again. So hopefully that, being a team that's really only playing 8 guys, hopefully that helps us going into the tournament that we defend. We're defending champs into this tournament, so our next opponent, I think, will end up playing 3 games before we ever play another one. So hopefully that is an advantage to us. We're at least hoping so. So hopefully we can stay healthy, get some good practices in, and get to Vegas and have some fun in the tournament. Questions?
I think Tony had in maybe the first 7 minutes 10 points and I think 5 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. You were talking yesterday about him being the key to this team. Is that kind of what you had in mind? Well,
absolutely. He gets 13 shots. He takes 9 free throws. So he got to the free throw line. He 7 rebounds. Had an assist and no turnover. You're not going to see Tony's stat line very often have a positive assist to turnover ratio. So I thought it was all around a really good game by Tony. And he missed a couple dunks there late, or it should have been dunks. He thinks he's a really good foul shooter now. So now he's all about getting fouled instead of just dunking it. So, but I just thought he had good energy. I thought he did a good job defensively. He handled the paint pretty well. I thought we did some pretty good things in the paint. We let Reinhardt get going a little bit, and we got Stewart open for some threes that we didn't contest shots like we've been contesting shots. But Tony, we got him going early, and I thought that was a key.
With 8 days off until the tournament, are you going to structure your practices any differently to take advantage of that? Or?
Well, the staff will take advantage of some recruiting that can be done over the weekend because this has been a long haul for us. We've been waiting on another bye week because our bye week hit really early in the first part of the season. So we'll be able to do that, but probably plan our practices where it's almost every other day until we get to Tuesday because practice now is really just trying to stay sharp. We'll work on some things that we've seen in this tape, both offensively and defensively. We're not going to really change much of who we are, so it's really staying sharp. We'll get some lifts in, and we'll get a lot of film work in. We really spend a lot of time with our individuals, but this is a heavy academic time too. We're a week before finals in the quarter, so going into before we get to Vegas on Thursday, the guys have a lot of stuff they got to do academically, and then the first week of postseason are our finals. So there's a lot thrown at our guys. So I think by going every other day, we can give them some time off, let bodies heal. We got some guys banged up and played awfully well tonight to be banged up. And we'll take advantage of that, I hope, and then still try to keep them sharp mentally and physically.
Steve, when Tony plays like that, especially at the breadths outside of the game, how does that help everything else and sort of get you guys going?
Well, by doing that, and when he's that active, then our guards get open for better shots, and our guards can really shoot it. We just have to be able to get good shots, and sometimes we've been pressured into forcing some tough shots early in the season because we didn't have that inside-out punch. It wasn't consistent enough, and lately it's gotten pretty consistent with Kavan, with obviously with Tony in particular, but Thomas, you got a guard down there, and I like the development that we're seeing in Gigi. So they didn't get the minutes that I'd like to have got them tonight. We knew it was kind of a one-game season, so they'll be in there, they'll be in that rotation, but that just helps. You only take 16 threes, we make 9 of them. So we got to the free throw line, we took good shots for the most part, and so our offense was pretty efficient. We had 85. So to get in the mid-80s, it's a pretty efficient offense.
You've got a bye in the Pac-12 tournament now, but regular season, do you feel that this team has done enough to warrant a bid to the tournament?
Well, I think, we still got work to do, just like a lot of teams in the country. You can't stop. You've got work to do, and we feel like this team's playing better. It's playing very good at the right time. It's going to be a competitive conference tournament, whoever we end up playing. I haven't looked at it close enough, but I'm assuming it's Arizona State or Stanford, depending on what happens here this week. And, that we had success against Stanford, but we had a very close game here, got them down big, and then it was a very close game at third place, and then had a close game against Arizona State in which we lost. So it's going to be a tough opponent, whoever it is, but everybody in the country is trying to continue to build resumes. So I thought it was important that because of the schedule we played a very good strength of schedule in non-conference, and not being able to get enough of those wins away from home. I thought in the last 10 days, the key was getting from 16 to 19. You needed to get to 19 to really put yourself in a position where you're going to be talked about. And had we not done that, then who knows what we have to do in Vegas. But I think getting to 19 at least puts ourselves in a very good position going into the conference tournament. Now, we got to get better here in 8 days and go there and try to increase and help that resume. Okay. Obviously, in his career, a guy's been here a lot longer than I have at UCLA, but in my 2 years, he's been nothing but extremely professional, and really appreciate everything he does on our radio broadcast. So I just want to kind of give a shout out to Chris, because he's had an incredible career, and wish him the very best. And this was his last game that he's calling Paulie, so special night for Chris as well.
Norman, how did it feel coming out for senior night and getting the standing ovation?
It felt really great, It's been a long but tremendous 4 years for me here, and glad for all the fans that came out and supported not only me but the team on this day. It's very special, a lot of great memories, and I'm just glad that I was able to spend my college career here, and I wouldn't change anything.
Were there any extra jitters tonight, being senior night and your last time here?
Yeah, definitely. I felt like it was really emotional. The guys, Nick, Corey, and D. Brown were all teasing who was going to be the first to cry walking out. So it was really emotional, and I'm just glad that we were able to get a win. One of my last memories, able to walk out here with a win against your crosstown rival and being able to sweep them for this year and be the Kings of LA. I'm going to remember that forever. It was really emotional. I feel like that carried over into the game a little bit, and it was tough for us to get going at first, but started playing basketball and it worked out.
Who was the first to cry?
I think Nick. Nick started tearing up a little bit, so I'm gonna give him a little mess for that.
Norman, you didn't really have your shot going tonight. So what are some of the ways that you try to affect the game whenever your shot isn't going? Like
What happened?
Your shot wasn't really going tonight. So what are some of the ways that you really try and affect the game whenever your shot isn't going in a night like this?
Just picking up my defensive intensity, getting the guys going, encouraging them to get stops, do the little things, getting over screens, just being the energy guy out there, getting loose balls, getting rebounds, trying to find the open man. And hopefully things opened up. I was able to get a couple layups, but my layups weren't falling, my mid-range was falling today. So it was more about helping the team and getting the other guys going and getting them open shots to the guys that were hitting and being able to make plays.
Bryce, you're one of those guys that were hitting shots tonight. What was working so well for you, especially early on?
I got a couple easy ones to start, and then I got to the free throw line. It's always good to get to the free throw line with that technical. You get to the free throw line, you kind of get your rhythm, and it's just one of those nights where the basket feels like it's really big. You hit a couple in a row, and it was just I was getting easy shots though. My teammates were. I thought we did a better job screening tonight with me off the ball and on the ball. So credit to them for getting me open, and then I knocked them down tonight.
Were there holes that you saw on USC's defense during that run when you guys pulled away in the middle of the first half?
Yeah, we were running our offense at a pretty good pace. I thought we were working the ball around, and we were using ball screens, using off the ball, and just kind of getting the ball going side to side. And we knew because they ran a little matchup zone for a little bit there, and we just knew that if we could get it going side to side enough, they'd get confused a little bit and find some holes.
Both of you guys logged pretty heavy minutes throughout the season. How important was it getting the first round bye and having 8 days off in between games?
It's really important, especially for the starters. We've been playing 35, 40 minutes a game, so it's going to be really big for us to actually get to the training room, get some treatment, get some rest, and it's really big for us because we know that a lot's going to be asked for us in the tournament. There's 3 guys who have actually played at this Pac-12 tournament in Vegas, so it's going to be really key for us to be rested and mentally focused going into this tournament to lead the younger guys.
Norman, you've got a chance to add to your resume now, but regular season-wise, do you think this team has done enough to warrant a bid?
Yeah, I think so. I heard Coach talking about in our non-conference, we let a couple games slip away that we could have had, where we're trying to get the 19 wins, So I think it's just really big that we're able to pull this out. And honestly, I think us, the way we're playing right now, we're playing great basketball. So, and honestly, for our resume, I think us holding it down at home and only losing 1 game and getting key wins against Utah, Colorado, and teams like that. So, I think we've done enough. It's just time to get some more wins in the tournament to secure that spot.
Thank you, guys.
Tony, how close did you come to taking that 3 at the end?
Oh, I was real close. I was really, really close. But I knew it was senior night, so I was going to let a senior take that shot. But I was real close. I didn't want to pull all my game out too soon. It's still the scouting report, so I'll save that for later. But it was a good shot fake, though. I think the crowd bid on it more than the SC guys, though.
6 of your 7 rebounds came on the offensive end. What was working for you there?
Moving. I just kept moving, and mainly I was just pushing Kevon across the lane so I could get him, And it was just, he noticed it, but he's kind of stayed in his lane, and he let me get the offense. I kind of blessed him with some defensive rebounds tonight.
Is your leg feeling okay?
Oh yeah, just precautionary reasons. They make you ice, so I got to ice. When you get old like me, you got to start icing.
You and Kevon combined to score the first 15 points of the game. Was that kind of the plan going in to really center on you guys in the paint?
No. We just really got going. I hit Kevon with a no-look pass, channel my inner Steve Nash for a play or two. So, that really got us going. Whenever Kevon can dunk, with his lack of athleticism, it's a big push for the team. Oh, of course. We're definitely gelling. We're really getting going. It's a really good push. I think how many we won 3 in a row? We won 3 in a row. Thanks, Alex. But we won 3 in a row, so it's really big for us to just keep it going, keep pushing, and getting on the roll here because it's do or die now.
How important is having the time off in between now and the tournament?
It's really important. We get to get treatment. You get little kinks. I get to go to yoga tomorrow. Really get my body moving, channel my inner LA. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
Are you actually going to yoga?
Definitely going to yoga. Kent Cottage, really good.
Is that before or after the brunch?
I gotta take Norman to brunch first. You get him his oatmeal. Probably apples are an extra $2. I'll spend the $2 this time for him, senior day.
How much time do you think you'll spend kind of looking around the country and seeing how maybe other conferences do, just to see where you guys are on the bubble?
Not at all. I mean, I don't really look at it like that. That's more on Coach Alfred and the coaches. We'll let them do that. That's their job. Let Alex Timoros do it. I'm just going to be in the gym, play video games, and finish off a great season.